The mirror in the alley. In a crowded city where everyone rushed and rarely looked up, there was a narrow alley that most people ignored. At its end stood an old mirror, cracked and dusty, leaning against a brick wall. No one knew who had placed it there, but it had stood for decades. Legend had it that the mirror didn't reflect your face, it reflected your truth. One day, a young man named Rafi, burdened by guilt, wandered into the alley. He had made a mistake, taken credit for someone else's work to earn a promotion. The guilt gnawed at him, but the praise drowned out his conscience. He stood before the mirror. Instead of his face, he saw a version of himself hunched, hollow-eyed, clutching a trophy that melted in his hands. Behind him stood the colleague he had betrayed, fading into shadow. Rafi stumbled back. The next morning, he returned the credit, apologized publicly, and stepped down from his position. People were shocked, some admired him. Others mocked him, but Rafi felt lighter. Years later, the alley became a quiet sanctuary. People came not to admire themselves, but to confront themselves. The mirror never judged, it simply revealed. And those who dared to look often left changed. The moral: true reflection isn't found in glass, but in the courage to face who we are, and the strength to become who we ought to be.